I learned so much, and I feel like I should share with everybody out there. So I think the best way I thought to share this is obviously through my YouTube channel. So I'm part of an organization that's called the KUPES Young Women's Network, which was founded by Ms Norena Chiteba. She's like an exceptional woman. And today at our KUPES chat, we had the CEO of TELECOM, ZAMBIA. She came to just share her story and to motivate us. So I'm just going to give you guys 5 or 6 points that I learned today. So the first point that I learned was that you should prepare yourself for the life that you want. So just sit down, think about the kind of life that you want. You know, she said one thing that she was sure of when growing up was that she did not want to suffer. She did not want to be poor. And I think a lot of us think that way. But then what are you doing to prepare yourself for the life that you want? Because when now she's like, you know, she's just, she's a CEO and she's still young, not yet retired. But then she's already preparing herself for retirement. So think about the life that you want and then prepare yourself for that life. So if you tell yourself, I don't want to be poor or begging, you obviously have to think about, what am I going to do? Am I going to build a career? Am I going to build a business? And then you also need to think about the little details such as time management, showing up, looking good, building your confidence and all that. So you should think about what you want to do and then just work towards that. Prepare yourself for the life that you want in future. Prepare for it now. Then the second thing that we learned is that once you're born, okay, it's still related to the first point, like once you're born, you're on your own. So you really need to create your brand. Start building your brand and building your identity from when you're born. And not when you're young, obviously you can't really determine the things that you see or the things that you invest yourself in. But at some point, you have to become deliberate about the things that you invest into your life. And then that builds who you are. Then the third thing is that you should have a strategic plan. You know, you guys, I have like a bucket list. I usually make yearly goals, but I've never really thought about making like a 5-year plan. I don't know, it's so scary, but it's something that I want to try, and maybe when I try, I'll share it with you guys. So she talked about having like a 3-year plan of it. It doesn't have to be detailed. It could be like maybe 5 or 4 goals that you put on your plan, but you should at least have something that you're working towards. So that's like a challenge that I have right now, and I'm going to try and see if I can come up with a strategic plan. I know, like, at least you should try and touch many areas of your life. Should be tangible stuff also. You can watch the video that I did on goal setting, on how to set goals. It has to be different aspects of your life that you put together and come up with a plan. Then the third thing is that life is not a competition. Yeah, so life is not a competition and it's not a popularity contest. I know now sometimes the number of likes or followers that you have matters to some extent, because obviously you want to get a lot of people that are going to view your content, but it should just be about you to figure out, to improve you. It should be a competition against yourself. It should be about you thinking like, okay, I need to get my stuff to a lot of people, and not a matter of, since that person has this, let me also get this, or since this, and you just end up losing yourself, and you end up maybe not even being happy, because once you compete with someone else, you just think like, okay, I really need to get what they want, but maybe that's not what you're good at, or that's not even your calling. So you should not compete you should not compete with anyone really, but you should focus on who you are. Get to know who you are, get to know your skills, and get to improve those things. She said, you should learn to live your best life. Like, whatever you do, just always try to do your best. That's something that's also elaborated in the Bible, where it says, whatever you find to do, do it the best way that you can. Do it as unto the Lord. So whatever you find to do, don't compare yourself with somebody else, but just do it the best way that you know how to do. Then the fourth thing I learned today is about discipline. I think this is something that we all know about, but then she impressed me that she talked about how she was so disciplined. Like, she had a time in her life where she was doing what we call ZIALE. That's something that lawyers do. And then she knew that she only had one chance to get it right. If she didn't get it right, she wasn't going to get a second chance. And then she was so disciplined, and she had that desire. And I think that's something that's like even with me sometimes, it's just a bit hard to be disciplined unless there's something that's like instilling you to be. But if you can learn to discipline yourself, just tell yourself the importance of the things that you are doing, then you get disciplined. Like, you just tell yourself that you need to be disciplined, you need to manage time. Discipline is about not doing things anyhow, but then just having some confidence to say, okay, I need to do this, like maybe in 1 hour I should do this in an hour, and you try to stick to doing that in an hour. So that's the other thing that we learned. Then the second last thing that we learned today was that you should learn to respect everyone. Like, sometimes I know some people think it's cliche to just like respect elderly people, but something that we talked about to say, just respect everyone, not just elderly people, but respect the people who are younger than you. And I think the more, if you respect people, they in turn respect you as well. So that's something you talked about. You respect your peers, your age mates, or any level of life. If people who have less money than you, more money than you, people are doing better than you, not better than you, everybody just have that respect for people. Like, respect for people is about when you're talking to people, just like, give them the attention, give them attention when you're talking to people, address people the way that you're supposed to address them, unless otherwise. So we talked about respect. And then my favorite thing, which almost everybody talks about, and I just had to put it in the video again, is that we should read. And when you're reading, read about, I know most of us like reading fiction, and it's fun. It's a way of, sometimes just escaping life. But then you should also try to find books that help you grow in whatever area that you are. If you're an activist, you can read about what you want to, the area that you want to tell people about, that you want to, the word that you want to spread. And then you should also read about leadership, obviously. Like, leadership is something that all of us have in one way or the other. There are always people who are looking up to us, and we are providing leadership to those people. So we should read about things that also help us grow in any of our endeavors in our life. So those are the things I learned. I hope you've learned also from this video. Like, at the end of the chat, we talked about sharing the knowledge that we have, and how sometimes we get an opportunity to learn things, but we take it for granted because it's always there. But then we should always learn as much as we can and then share the word. So I have shared the word. You should also share the word. Like, whatever you learn, just tell people about it in any way that you can. You can use your social media accounts. You can, if you have a YouTube channel, you can use your YouTube channels, or just post stuff, or just tell somebody about it, because you can take it for granted that people know, but some people do not know some of these things. So thank you so much for watching my channel again. Just you should also check out the KUPES Young Women's Network. They have a Facebook page and a Twitter handle. I'm just not sure about the website, but just check them out. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like, you guys. Don't forget to like. A lot of people have been forgetting to like. Don't forget to like. Thank you for watching.